have Camilo Jimenez, co-founder and CEO at Send. Now, Send is a token that maintains a stable price for 7 days and is supported by a peer-to-peer network of independent agents to facilitate cross-border payments for migrants around the world. Can you please give Camilo a very warm welcome to the stage?
I remember the day I explained to Marina how to use Bitcoin to remit money back home. Marina works in South Florida, United States, and she sends money to her daughter in Venezuela to pay for university. Some weeks later, she came to me and told me, Camilo, if I send $1 using MoneyGram, I will get 3,000 bolivars per dollar. If I use the black market, I will get around 19,000 bolivars per dollar. But if I use Bitcoin, I will get something around between 13 and 19,000 bolivars per dollar. So honestly, I will prefer to continue doing the same to send money. And I asked her, what do you usually do to send money? And she told me, Camilo, I hide cash into pants pocket, and I hide the pants in a box with books, and I ship the box to Venezuela, and 2 weeks later, my daughter takes the cash to sell the bills on the street to get the black market. So, boom. Marina discovered early the same lesson that thousands of migrants discovered since 2016 when they tried to use Bitcoin to remit money back home. And basically, if you're a migrant, you have the risks to lose money if you are using a volatile unit of exchange. So we have information since the beginning that Venezuelans started buying Bitcoin in Spain and South Florida to send Bitcoin back home to Venezuela. We found Mexicans from California and Chicago sending millions of dollars using Bitcoin to Mexico. We found Nigerians in Maryland and in UK sending Bitcoin back home to Africa. And we found how Chinese people are using the Bitcoin to move money to Canada. And we know all of this information because I was one of the largest peer-to-peer traders of Bitcoin 3 years ago, and our team developed and deployed applications that allowed people to buy Bitcoin through the retail stores and from Bitcoin ATMs. So we started thinking, after to see the need and the opportunity, how to create a system to allow migrants move money efficiently. And we discovered that no matter what is the price of the unit of exchange, the most important thing is to have stability. In other words, to have a consensus price within the parties involved in a transaction. So it means that if you are sending $100 to Venezuela and someone is sending you a unit of exchange, and no whether it costs you $1 or $100, you need to find someone in the other country that basically needs to buy you the unit of exchange for the same price or a similar amount that you paid before. So that is the beginning of SendSDT. SendSDT is a consensus price that basically maintains its purchase of value for 7 days within an internal network. So SDT is being traded by buyers and sellers at the consensus price, plus an additional small commission in multiple corridors around the world. So we're talking about here about Send as a stable, semi-stable token that maintains its price for 7 days and acts as a unit of exchange, efficient unit of exchange within a peer-to-peer network of agents providing liquidity for migrants. We're starting in 2 corridors, and we have 70,000 retail stores, convenience stores, and agents that will accept the SDT token. And we have 45,000 migrants ready to use SDT tokens in order to access to our network of cash in and cash out. So some partners will help us to increase the transaction volume. But how it works for a migrant, the recent application works easily for them. Basically, If you're a migrant, with a few clicks, you get 2 offers from one agent in your country, basically selling you the SDT token at the best price. But at the same time, you get another offer from other agent in another country, basically offering you to buy those SDT tokens at the best amount of local currency. So it means that agents around the world compete to offer you in real time the best rate and the most convenient payment method in exchange for your SDTs. So the most important aspect of this economy is that we have the instrument of exchange that is stable within this network, but at the same time, it allows predictable growth week by week. So it means that the unit of exchange is defined by internal algorithm that is basically tracking the liquidity. So we remove the speculation, and we're using the liquidity to define the price. So basically, if more migrants are coming to the network and they increase the transaction volume, we will have more liquidity, and then the liquidity will improve the token expansion over time in order to allow more migrants move more money within the system. The SDT formula and the SDT algorithm that defines the price once a week and others key performance indicators of the network are open for the public. So you basically can track in real time how this network is growing and what will be the next price the next week, because all of the information is open. We create the value stored in selling the SDT token because most of the funds that we collect, we use them to buy more customers, to acquire customers, and then we expect that the customers increase the liquidity, the transaction volume, and then this liquidity will lead the increase of the token in order to motivate more agents to join the network. And then if they compete for migrants' transactions, then they will offer better rates and more convenient payment methods. That's how we create value. Important partners in the region, we already have agreements with them. They will help the protocol in order to grow in volume. We have a full dedicated team of 15 members, strongly focused in 3 corridors, Venezuela, Mexico, Nigeria, but we have a long-term global vision, but that's our first priority. We have an interesting group of advisors from the crypto, blockchain, security, and FinTech world. They're helping us to make it happen. But the strongest lessons are coming from real conversation with migrants. This is an example. She's a woman in Spain asking us how to move 50 euros from Spain to Venezuela. So in the last month, we received more than 3,000 conversations similar like this, and most of those conversations are coming from our initial community. 45,000, but at this time we have 52,000 migrants already registered in our platform. We have the databases, we know where they are, we know how to target them. So we think that in a matter of months, we can help this community to move millions of dollars. And for sure, this economy will be expanded over time. And the most important aspect is that we will help to improve life of real people. So this is just one country, but imagine what we can do with this economy for global corridors. So our long-term goal is to build the largest peer-to-peer network of agents to help the 258 million migrants around the world in order to help them move more than $600 billion per month. But we think that this is just the beginning because we know that we could help another industries to cash in and cash out efficiently. For example, the new trend of crypto-to-crypto exchange that really needs a solution to cash out those digital assets. So we invite you people to help us to create the value, decentralizing the remittances market. We invite you to stay tuned. We're going to make something unique the next month because we're going to start the token distribution at the same time that our WISM product goes live. It means that you will see how, as more tokens are sold, the price will be changed and the liquidity, the consensus price will take that value in order to use that value for migrants transactions. So thank you very much. My name is Camilo, and I represent the migrants community. Thank you so much.